don't know. It's just options, man. All right.
More on garage door granite through our.
All right, so quick office tour.
And then we have our refrigerator.
And then we have, of course, we've got a bathroom. That's the OG. That actually used to be my dryer. And another board here. So I'm big on whiteboarding. All the time. They can be a little finicky. I have servicemen. We lost one of our best technicians as well, so and if you look at it, man, I get my pool cleaned like every after today, and then we're gonna go ahead. Take two. What's up, everybody? So I'm doing a vlog for this channel, so thanks for subscribing and liking. Welcome to the Appliance Boss channel. On this channel, I'm just gonna be doing a little bit of blogging, and I'm gonna do some pre-recorded, scripted type of videos on certain topics, but I do live videos on the other channel, on the Triple Profit podcast channel. So right now, I had to cut my pool pump off because obviously the dang thing isn't working, and my pool company sucks. So gotta fire them. And if you look at it, man, I get my pool cleaned every Friday, right? We had a couple leaves fall. This dirt has not accumulated and in a week, so we'll see what it looks like after today, and then we're gonna go ahead and give them the boot. But come along with me on this journey. I hope you enjoyed the videos. Like and subscribe. Hey, so we're starting off this July 1st. We had our best month of the year, but we also lost one of our best technicians as well, so you know, wish him luck to him and his family. They're making a move out of the state of California. Don't blame me at all, but had good memories these last. I think he was with us for a couple of months, but definitely had that skill set, had some prior experience before, so definitely wish him family the best. But that's part of the job when you're running a company. Some people are going to come, some people are going to leave. I went back when I was going through like all the exit paperwork and getting his cards and stuff like that deactivated. Like, man, we've had before we hired him, we had 2 technicians who didn't make it out of the second week. So even though I'm picking up his truck, they didn't even make it to get to their truck. You know, it doesn't stop the show. We'll be all right. All right, so I mentioned before, just filled up the van heading into the office this morning. So every Friday, we do a sales meeting. So I have right now 6 technicians and 7 back office staff, 1 office manager. Not 7 anymore. I'm down. Let one go. So we're 6. So 3 CSRs, 1 parts specialist, 1 authorization, does reporting and stuff like that for me. So we all meet, long story short, we all meet every Friday. We do a sales call. It originally started just for the technicians, but over time I feel like I initially invited everybody to hear what we're talking about in these sales meetings. So how to talk, how to frame the conversations when you're going into customers' homes, setting the expectations, having them involved, because it's all of a process that leads up to selling a ticket, right? Because you have to be somebody who you know, like, and trust. And when we go into people's homes, they don't know us, they don't like us because we're gonna charge them, and they definitely don't trust you if they don't know you. So the best way to break down those barriers, from my perspective, is to say what you're gonna do, and then do what you say you're gonna do. And when they see you performing those acts, like if you use a service manual to diagnose the refrigerator, or you may run into something that you may not have seen before, but you think you may get into a group chat or call one of your buddies or one of your teammates for verification, it's always best to frame that conversation at the beginning, right? So you go into it with the customer and you tell them, hey, we see these all the time. They can be a little finicky. I have service manuals, some service videos that aren't YouTube. They're specialized for these type of appliances. And we have a specialist who does these all the time. So I should be able to quickly diagnose this thing and let you know exactly what's wrong with it within the next 30 minutes or so. So I'll just take it apart and go from here. And that's kind of, part of this, the framing of the conversation. There's more that goes into it, but when you just tell them, hey, I got manuals, I got videos, I got somebody I can tap in with to get this problem answered, when you do it, they won't be surprised that you're doing it. That's one way to build trust early on. This is 2017 Nissan Envy. So I'm gonna be selling it pretty soon too. I know I did a video the other day about, not the other day, a couple months ago, about me buying 6 vehicles for $500. And what I was doing, I bought some 2022 Ford Transits, and then I bought 3 of those and a couple of the Ford Edges because they had them in stock. The Transits, they show up in a couple of weeks, so that'll be, I already cut the alarm off, but that'll be showing up in like 2-3 weeks. Then it'll be time to replace those, the old ones with the new ones, and get the warranty on them. I like the Envy, that style. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 of that style, and I like it, but we're gonna go to the Transits, and there's a couple reasons why. All right, so quick office tour. We've been in this office now for a little over a year. So I think our year was last month, it turns out. And we'll take a quick peek and see what we got. So right now we're just coming into the entrance area, and behind me we got the big logo there, and that's where my office manager Julie sits. And then we have our refrigerator. Our refrigerator is pretty cool too. We end up getting it from a used reseller of appliance repair, of appliance equipment here in town, and called Appliance Connection. And this one, it worked out pretty well. Of course, it has some dings and stuff on it, scratch and ding. We got it for like 500 something bucks, but it's simple. We got popsicles and water. It's bare. It's definitely a bare refrigerator. But we also have like a setup for coffee, and then a microwave and snacks. So we keep snacks and stuff on deck. So I remember we did an Instagram post, and the one we get like, cause we ride a Social Security office, so we get, vagrants, riffraff come through here. Well, one guy came in and jacked all the snacks off the table. It was kind of interesting to say the least. But yeah, so that's that area. And then we have, of course, we've got a bathroom in our suite, and a storage area in the back, and then we're in the conference room area. So this is where we do everything. The guys, when they come in, they sit there. We've got the TV there. So we'll do, because we have 2 offices. This is the main office. We have one in Fresno. When they jump in on the sales calls this morning, they'll be on Zoom, and of course our VAs will be on Zoom, so we'll have them on the big screen with the camera going. But we do our trainings in this room too. So for any new hires, we keep a couple pieces behind us. So we've got a couple refrigerators, the GE Samsung, we got the GE dishwasher down below, and then we got our washer. So it's a unique story, and a dryer in the corner. A unique story around each one of these appliances and how they got here. The dryer in the corner, that's the OG. That actually used to be my dryer in my house. So a long story there, but we'll talk about the unique stories with our appliances. And then we got one of our stock rooms here. And in addition to stock room, we got to figure out what we're gonna do with that. We keep at least a microwave in here. Sometimes we have two for tear down trainings, testing, and then also we have our Viking range there. So we keep that in here. We do training on that, tear downs, things like that, because it's not a hot point. So it's a lot more screws, a lot more hiding places. And because we were able to get that one at a good deal, we were able to bring it in, and we'll be Viking authorized here soon. So all the paperwork is done, and we'll just go from there. So that's really it. Oh yeah, I forgot. My office. So this is my office. I've got some artwork from my daughter. This is my desk setup. Got the screen there. Usually I have my laptop ready to go right there, so I work off of those two. I keep a whiteboard there, and then I got my flat screen there and another board here. So I'm big on whiteboarding. So you put items, thoughts, ideas on that board, and then I check them off. That's how I get through, day to day, week to week. Obviously, some of those are long-term goals, and then some of them are just like, hey, you need to do this real quick. But right now, it is what time is it? 7:40. So usually I'm not the first one here. Usually Julie beats me, but definitely a special day today. But we'll get it. All right, so sales meeting went fine this morning. Forgot to record it, get some clips, but we finished it. We've had our best revenue sales-wise to the year. So again, we got that selling on sales revenue right before the 76,000. Keep bumping the head on it. The overall income, this is a crazy month. And I have to put it in another video. I'm gonna do a specific video, but we actually took in over 130,000. Has to do with some tax credits and things like that. Also, we did a couple garage doors just to kind of get started, and the ticket value looks very strong. The closing rate is at 100, so that looks real good. So next month, definitely revenue-wise, we should hit that 83 plus. So we'll scale back a little bit of the Google marketing because our referrals are kicking up pretty consistent, and then we'll focus a little bit more on garage door organic through our zip club. So I'll talk a little bit more about that. All right, so right now it's at noon, a little bit after noon today. So we had an interesting day. Sales meeting complete, but a lot of the day, especially towards the middle, we do meetings and we have reports. So I have a morning report that I look at where all the calls are updated from the previous day. So how many calls were taken the previous day, how many first-time callers, how many valid calls, our booking percentage, our marketing, what do we spend on the marketing, so that we can track, we track costs per booked. So not necessarily the lead, because sometimes we get people call in, they're not calling about the right thing. We don't fix vacuums or nothing like that. So we won't count that information. So book per lead, that's what we look at. And then we so if say they cancel before, we don't count that as a book either. So we take that out the record as well. so we can really get an understanding, true value of how much we're spending on marketing. So that's one of the reports. And then we're always constantly looking for vendors. So we're trying to find the right property management companies to work with. So you got that aspect of completing the forms, providing the right insurance documents, getting the COIs created for them. So I use Next Insurance. So they're pretty cool. They got a nice little portal for my general liability and auto and stuff. It may not be the cheapest, to be quick to be able to create those documents and get them out, and not necessarily relying on calling somebody all the time. So man, and I hate paperwork. I'm not gonna lie, but it is a necessity, 100%. But yeah, now it's midday. At this point in the day, I usually grab something to eat, or if I'm, in it, going at it, I don't leave the office. I Uber Eats. But right now with the cost of gas, man, I don't know. Uber Eats and the cost of gas is probably about the same. But we're gonna roll around the corner, grab some food, and then I'll head back to the office and get ready to close out the week. It's the end of the quarter, so I'm preparing for next Friday during our sales calls. We'll have a end of the quarter wrap-up meeting where we share everything, our performance year to date, and maybe give out some bonuses or something. It's gonna be great. All right, until later. Right, so productive afternoon. Got my Chipotle. Heading back to Chipotle. It's about 1:30 now. It's crazy. So I go up in there and I get all the way back to the office, and we get a call. Drop the debit card. So shoot, I gotta head back over there and pick that up. Also, a very productive meeting with the banker. So if you got your business, man, and you're using one bank, I suggest you at least have two banks, and then also talk to them, because they see that money flowing into your account. Talk to them about what kind of products and stuff that they have. So I'm taking advantage of some of the lines of credit that they have, because I need to go get me some new tools and stuff, man. So I don't necessarily want to spend the cash that I got on me. I'd rather finance a little bit of that if I can. So I'm looking into some of those options. So I'm probably get some of that. I keep you up to date on that. I already have a lot of business credit. I went back, because part of the process is you gotta tell them what you have and balances and all that stuff. And man, I've got over 140, or say access to $140,000 of business credit, and I'm gonna need some more of that. We need some more of that. So we'll see how it goes. Right now, I just feel like I'm hoarding business credit, but at the same time, it makes you can leverage and be a little bit more flexible. Don't over leverage, but just be flexible. Have that, if I want to go ahead and get two of my things wrapped, my new trucks that I get wrapped, I can spend that money on that marketing right there. I don't know. It's just options, man.